Hey Haunters, this is our next Harry Potter project. This is going to be Diagon Alley's brick wall. I have this picture here from the movie with Hagrid, and I'm kind of loosely use this as an example, except these boards are not that wide, so I'm just going to continue the brick pattern off my house probably till about here, and then I'll have some of the bricks hanging off, and I'll turn them sideways because the side of this door board here is I think wide enough that I can glue a couple like this way and that. So I will have somewhat of this kind of pattern, but it's not going to be as dramatic as this. I also have some thicker foam. This is the thinner foam that I've already cut into the brick shape. But I have some thicker stuff that I'm going to cut up and use that as the side pieces, so it looks a little more real solid like this wall here. So I'm ready to go. I drew some lines just to kind of give me a guide so I don't get too crooked, but I'm certainly not going to go for perfection here. This is actually a pretty beat up wall. Let me see, I'll show you this other picture that I've got. So this is Hagrid from the movie, and then you see how beat up this is? It's pretty old looking and pockmarked and thrashed, so I'm gonna not have it as clean as this. I'm gonna mess it up a little bit, but again, I'm trying to match my natural brick wall off my house. So I don't want it to look too different, and I'm not gonna do this color. I think I'm gonna do more of my brick orangey red color just so it matches. So I got plenty of liquid nails. I'm going to put in the dispenser, and I don't have a ton of brick cut, but I'll see how far this box and this bag of bricks lasts me, and then I'll have to go back and cut more foam. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. The boys are at the pool right now because it is really hot today, and so I'm just taking a few minutes just to kind of do a quick project here, and I will check in with you later. Okay, so here is one finished. It took about maybe a half hour to put all the bricks down. Then I had to cut a couple extra in half to do the edge. And then I haven't done the side ones yet. I'm going to let the top ones kind of dry. I'm going to actually put the other door, the board, right on top of it and put some sandbags on just to put some weight on it. And then when they dry, I'm going to flip it sideways and then do the side ones. So one done. I did run out of bricks, so I got to cut some more, and I think I got to find some more foam that's the same width and the same depth, because obviously I want it to match the other side. So I will check in with you guys soon. Progress is being made. Hey Haunters, I have the last rays of light today to show you my progress on the Diagon Alley entrance wall. So you saw me putting down the bricks, cutting the bricks with the foam cutter, and so this is what I've got so far. I've got both sides just kind of propped up, and then I got the slab of wood at the top screwed in so I can kind of see what area I have left to brick. And of course the thickness is going to have to be just a little bit more so it's flush with the top here. So I just kind of want to see how it looked. Obviously I want to cut this piece off, so that's going to be flush with the end. And I know the width from the side of my house extending from the real brick off my house, so I have it exactly set at that width. And I also wanted to test to see if the entrance was tall enough and wide enough for people to get through, like people's strollers and stuff like that. So it's actually perfect, exactly big enough for the entranceway. And so now I'm just kind of playing around with how I want the bricks to be, and obviously it's not done yet, it's a work in progress, but I'm not going to make both sides exactly the same, and I'm not going to make it completely even. I want it to kind of, arch a little bit this way, and there's going to be normal brick, but then it's going to be sticking out, and then I'm going to be filling this in, obviously. And I think I'm just going to kind of, just play with it and just make it look kind of like the movie scene. Obviously these bricks are way too neat looking, so I'm going to rough them up and get the the air on them, the hot air on them, and kind of mold them a little bit and sprinkle some water on them and make them look kind of beat up and old. And then what I plan to do is I plan to put some bricks on the back too. Not all the way, because I just have it black. I painted the whole thing black on the back. But just enough to kind of have the illusion that it's a solid brick wall and that they're kind of turning and making way for the archway for wizards to enter Diagon Alley. So anyway, let me step back and you can see the whole thing. It's just set up on the levelest area of my backyard where I can kind of get it level and see what it looks like. But so far, so good. I know it doesn't look much, not like much now, but it's gonna be pretty cool once I get it all painted and stuff. So there it is, and I have two different thicknesses of foam. I have a thin piece here and then the thicker piece, so it looks like real brick when they turn and move like in the movie. So there it is. Got a ways to go, but we're gonna go on a little camping trip, take a break, summer break week, and then we'll be back. And so I will post a second video on the progress of the Diagon Alley entranceway, and then of course Diagon Alley. That's going to be a really big project, and we're going to be starting that pretty soon too, with a bunch of facades. So anyway, there it is, and hope you guys are having a good summer, and we will check in with you guys soon. All right, take care. Okay, we're back, and here's the progress on the Diagon Alley wall. So the top piece, if you recall, I had up there and I cut down. I actually found the right one that was painted white with black on the back. So I cut that one down, screwed it up there. Then I've just been playing around with foam and pieces and what would look cool, trying not to make both sides exactly the same, and so it kind of looks like, you know, it's breaking open in the process of breaking open. So I think it's cool. So here's the back part, which was kind of my idea, to glue some pieces on the back so it gives it a little bit of dimension. And so, you know, when you walk through it, it kind of just, you know, you won't see the black, but then you'll see some bricks on the back part that kind of make it a little more solid looking. So I think that I kind of got that effect. And so the top part of course comes off when I need to store it, and then I got the sides, and it's just screwed up on 4x4s right now, but that's not going to be the case. It's going to be screwed to the side of my gate on the side of my house, so no one's going to be tripping on those boards down there. And it's leaning forward a little bit because my ground in my backyard is not level. So anyway, next stage, I'm gonna rough it up with a heat gun, because this is way too pretty for a wall in old London. So we're going to rough it up, and then I'll finally get to the point where I can paint it, and then I'm gonna put some just compound in the middle of the cracks and make it look like grout. So you will see it in its next phase very soon. Let me back up so you can see the whole thing. And there it is, Diagon Alley entrance.